independent run will devastate Biden's shot at re-election. Kennedy's polling at 15% with Democrats. If Biden's the nominee, 15% of American Democrats will have Kennedy as an option. Mellon scooping a critical piece of the base away from Joe.
Well, that's what Jesse Waters thinks. RFK Jr. running, he thinks, will hurt Joe Biden. Some polling now out says the opposite. But Kennedy is not just your run-of-the-mill Democrat. His issues are very Republican on some things like vaccine, like Ukraine funding. And so a Kennedy campaign insider put it to Mediaite. MAGA folks are upset over this news. Data guru Nate Silver noted on Twitter, the available numbers indicate a Kennedy third-party run is trouble for Trump. Not being remotely sarcastic when I say this is good news for Biden. So
what's going on, everyone? It's Talks here today, and we want to break down RFK's independent run. Now, 3 months ago on a live stream, I kind of considered a theory that RFK could be running as an independent because it only makes sense why he will keep running even though the DNC don't want to hold any debates, right? The left-wing media pretty much stonewalled him, right? And you saw from the intro, there's a lot of mixed reactions. Some people think this is going to hurt Biden. This is going to hurt Trump more. And I'm going to give my case for why RFK's independent run will hurt the Democrats more. Because I said it on my live stream. If you want to check it out, it's I probably will link it in the description. But it was me going through the establishment versus anti-establishment. And I was saying that if RFK runs as a third-party candidate and it's just become him and Trump, and Biden runs at third place, which is it could happen, right? So they're putting up polls by Nate Silver. Nate Silver has a bad track record. Look, to me, he has a bad track record. When this guy says something, I don't believe him at all, right? But hey, because I think he uses polls to confirm his own bias. That's Nate Silver anyway. But here's 3 reasons why I believe that RFK's independent run will hurt Democrats more. Case study number 1. This is from April. Now it's going to go from, and not necessarily by order, but most Democrats don't want Biden to run again. Polls fine, but they'll probably vote for him anyway. This was in April 21 in 2023, right? This is, I believe, before he decided to run for re-election, right? And they were like, hey, we're going to still vote for him, and that's fine, right? But whose case sounds more likely? 17% of Democrats. Who was cheering for him in that crowd? Right, and even you saw in the intro, the Young Turk guy has no bearing on what Republicans actually care about, what conservative-leaning independents actually care about. He said, "Oh, they're just anti-vax and anti-funding for Ukraine." That's the only Republican position. Only anti-vax is the only thing that's appealing to the Republicans, because we got 2 candidates running, Donald Trump and Vivek Ramaswamy, that's already fulfilled that anti-war Republican. Why we will need a Kennedy for that? Why we need Kennedy for that? And even some like this is the problem I have with a lot of left-wing media, and so I can't really stand to listen to them because they don't offer a proper steel man for the talking points against the other side. That's it. If you think this hurts Trump, you smoking something, in my view, right? Because I got to put it out there. Second piece of evidence: 2/3 of the Democrat-leaning voters don't want Biden as a 2024 nominee. Now, this is more independents, right? These are more independent voters, in my view. 2/3 of them. Shoo. But RFK's run is going to hurt Biden. If some people say, if no one's enthusiastic to vote Joe Biden, I'm sorry, Democrats, you're going to have to hold this L. The only reason Joe Biden is likely going to be the nominee in 2024 is because the DNC stonewalled any opportunity for a candidate to actually challenge Joe Biden. Hell, Republicans are holding primaries right now, and everyone said that's a waste of time. But we still do it anyway because we want to, like us as conservative voters, we want to see what the future is going to be like. DNC is like, no, we're going to pick the winner, and then you, Democratic voter, are supposed to fall in line. That's how the Democratic Party views its voting base. And 2/3 of them disagree with them, but they still do it anyway. And this was last month, September, right? But the RFK run's gonna hurt Republicans more. Okay, here's a poll that is like what 4-6 days old at the time I'm making this video. Trump voters are more excited than Biden, but Trump can lose if convicted. If convicted, you know, this is, you see the bias. It leans left, but to make my point, I'm using mostly their articles. This is left wing bias. This is Axios left wing bias. This is a centrist view, right? Left lean left, right? I'm not using any of my usual sources. Trump voters are more excited than Biden. RFK is running now. That's what I'm saying. Who going to turn out for Biden? I see some energy coming from the RFK, and it's coming mostly from Democrats. Because you did it to yourselves, Democrat. Look, most Democrats don't want Biden to run again. This was in April. 2/3 of Democratic-leaning voters don't want Biden as the 2024 nominee. This was in September. This is recently. So that means if it becomes a three-way battle between RFK, Donald Trump, and Biden, I'm liable to believe that Biden will finish third. Now, that might be crazy to me, but that would be a great victory for the people. Because the people got to decide, hey, look, we told you we didn't want Biden. Democrats, y'all got a problem. Look, y'all got a problem actually holding your party accountable. I've been hearing talks every day, every time in the black community, because I grew up, you know, obviously, you know, I always hear these old heads like, oh, if they don't do what they say, we're going to hold them accountable. And every single time they still vote 90% Democrat. Black people never seem to hold Democrats accountable. Democrats, voters don't seem to hold the Democratic Party accountable. This is their opportunity. Vote for RFK. That's what I'm going to say. Stick it to the Democrats. Hey, you better listen to us, because the Democrats showing you they don't care about y'all. 2/3 of y'all say y'all don't want Biden as nominee. What did the DNC do? Put Biden as the nominee. That don't sound like a party for the people. It sounds like a dictatorship in a way. It sounds like an authoritarian party. But we're supposed to sit here and believe the Republicans are authoritarians. Y'all coping here. This is mad cope right here. And RFK has a good chance to win, because if you look at people non-affiliated in the independent the silent majority is a silent majority for a reason. They don't want Trump or Biden. So RFK got a good chance of actually winning this. That's what I'm saying. If he since he's running as third party, he's the biggest threat to Trump. I don't think he's going to take votes away from Trump, though. Because think about it. How many people you think who hardcore mega is going to vote for Trump? I'm a Vivek guy, and I know if I had to pick between RFK, Trump, I'm picking Trump. Because RFK is anti-gun. Oh, y'all forgot to mention that one, Young Turks. He's for climate change. You forgot to mention that, Young Turks. But he's going to take Trump voters. Bro, I swear, you guys don't live in reality. Y'all suffer from imagination a lot. Y'all know a lot of things that are not true. That's just my thoughts. But what are yours? Let me know in the comment section what do you agree with me, disagree with me? Give me your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to learn from you guys as much as you guys learn from me. I hope you find this video insightful. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.